That's the joint too. If y'all have not picked up this man's album, y'all need to go and get this album. You can put it in and just let it play. Literally. Yeah. There you go. Shoot it, I'm live. I don't have anybody in the room right now. Probably because we were being divas.
Oh, we got one.
We got
Well,
one.
we on
Hey,
iHeart. We on iHeart though.
that's right. That's right. The Breakfast Club. They looking for replacements.
Oh, word?
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, I just had to go make this public and send it real quick onto the. All right, and I am done. With that being said, I want to thank everyone for coming in on tonight's live. This is Things That People Don't Want to Talk About, brought to you by God Level. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, home of the 314, home of the original St. Paul. You can only get it right here down in the Midwest. Come and check us out. I am a mother. I am an entrepreneur. I am I'm a nurse. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I am everything good. John, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
John Skywalker, the Sly Talker here, lyricist, spoken word artist, martial artist, personal trainer, lover of life, student of psychology, and I am a father who has 5 hip-hop albums available on all major streaming platforms. Positive, high vibrational, conscious hip-hop. Good for the mind, good for the spirit. Plug into that. Salute.
Salute. King Newborn, you on mute right now.
Oh, dang.
You on mute. Oh, there you go.
I don't think he on mute.
He was.
Are you?
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Hey, try checking your settings, bro. Go to your settings and then go to audio and make sure you got the right mic select.
While he figures out his technical difficulty, Coach D, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
Etepu Uncle Ujasan. This is Coach D. If you want to be taken from a mediocre life to your highest potential, that's what I'm here for. I am also an entrepreneur, owner, and founder of the Abode of Osar Institute of Personal Excellence, as well as a father, a spiritual teacher of African and Kemetic spiritual science. So many things, but you know what? I'm always of service.
Always. King Newborn, you ready? Nah. All right. While he figures that out, we're just gonna go ahead and move forward. He's here. He's with me. Dang, where did they go? But anyway, this week is easy. We're just doing current events. I definitely want to talk about what's going on in overseas. Coach D, that's gonna be you, because I have no clue on how
What's going on overseas?
Yeah, with the war. I don't even know how to begin to break that down.
Yeah, but that's me either. I'm not giving a whole bunch of.
Me. I figured you would know more.
You know, I'm. The thing is I'm not trying to surrender my psyche to it, because yeah. So that's a whole nother thing. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to stay free, as far as the way I think and the way I see the world.
Okay.
You know, because I'm not there to see it for myself, and like I say, there's been so many.
Test.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
There he is.
Yeah.
You know what?
But no, it's been so many lies told through media and things like that. So much deception, and we have to understand that we're in the thick of it because of the agenda that is about to fall off, but they're trying to keep holding on, and there's a concerted and increased effort to deceive. Okay. And I'm not saying anything over there is fake. I'm not saying it's not happening. What I'm saying is, no matter how much news you watch, you still won't know. That's what I'm saying.
That's what's up. I'll take that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because the news ain't giving out the truth.
Mm-mm.
Did you hear about the couple in Virginia that found $1 million and turned it in? Y'all did not hear that?
Oh, you know what? I probably was half asleep. I thought I saw something like that.
Peace, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You sound good.
Yeah.
Sound good, King.
Sound real good. Go, brother.
You all right, King?
Fan. I'm your number one fan. I'm your number one fan.
That's what's up. That's cute.
Oh, that kind of hurt a little. I realized I'm kind of sensitive.
You kind of sensitive today?
I'm sensitive today. Like, wait a minute. That was cute. I didn't expect that response. That was cute. Okay, I'm kind of sensitive. I think I'm just sensitive, period. I'm working on it. Tougher skin. But anyway, go ahead, King Newborn.
It wasn't no slight. But anyway, peace, peace, peace. This is King Newborn. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Newborn Everything. And as always, I am and I command of me. Therefore, I am.
Right.
Peace, peace, peace.
All right, let's get back to the Virginia. It was a couple driving down the highway, ran over what they thought was trash. Stop. I'm telling the story as is. Stop. Pick the money up and put it in the car. Drove home and realized it was $1 million. And then they called the authorities and turned it in. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. I just don't. Nobody's rolling over what they think is trash and then picking it up and put it in their car. I'm sorry. At least you're going to check it right there on the scene to make sure that it's trash. And then when they made the call, they said, oh, we thought maybe the post office dropped it. How?
Wait a minute. Why would you stop if you thought you ran over trash?
Thank you.
Now I can see if they thought it was a body and they stopped. But they thought it was trash.
Can I briefly interject real quick?
Mm-hmm.
I can contest to this. Sometimes you do have people that will pull over and try to hurry up and take debris off the highway to prevent future accidents.
Okay.
That I do know that. I do know that. Now, the part where she's saying put it in their trunk. Then take it all the way home, take it in the house and investigate it.
You know what this sounds like?
Thank you.
It sounds like one of those movies where it's a scary movie and the people keep making mistake after mistake after mistake that leads them to getting caught by the monster. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you do that? So they ran over what they thought was trash and they stopped. Mistake number one. And then they put the trash, what they thought was trash, in their car. Mistake number two. Then they get home, find out it's $1 million, then they turn it in. Mistake number three. I'm just saying.
I don't believe
that's just too perfect. Yeah, that's too perfect.
That's too perfect. So I have another question. I mean, was it $1 million found? Or did you just only turn in $1 million?
Well, either way it goes,
times is too hard to be giving back some money. I'm not calling nobody. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. And I think I speak for 99.9999999% of Americans when I say, if I find some money, I'm not looking for the owner. I'm gonna say thank you, God, and keep going.
So let me ask you this then. So Are you just gonna keep cash on hand?
I should keep cash on it.
That's a lot of denominations.
I'm the first to say no. I'm not keeping it. $1 million.
So you're gonna call the authorities and say I found $1 million. Come get it.
God level. That $1 million was in the possession of somebody at some point. It's cash. It's not a check. It's cash.
It's cash. Right.
It's not a black card. It's cash. So if that money don't show up accounted for somewhere by someone, they're gonna come looking for it. What? Mm-hmm. You lose $1 million. You ain't gonna look for it.
Wait, you ever seen that movie called No Country for Old Men?
Oh, fire.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, right? He finds out that money and then people come looking for it. But of course he knows a drug deal going bad, but still. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
it's a tough one.
Based off what Coach D just said, there was a movie with Lawrence Fishburne in it. I can't even think of it. And they were trying
to figure out. Is it Deep Cover?
No. This is recently. In the movie, they were trying to figure out who was stepping on the dope. So they followed it from when it originally ships out to everything that it goes through, all the way down to the last person it touched, which was the DEA. But they knocked off a lot of people along that pipeline just to see where it ended up and who was doing what and why it wasn't getting where it was supposed to get to in a timely manner, and who was cutting it here, taking a little piece or take them I was like, that's deep right there. I wish I could remember the name of that movie though.
And I watched it a month ago.
Yeah, it's Lawrence Fish. You know what?
But here's my question to y'all though. All right, so let's say you got the paper on hand, you turned in a portion of it. All right, you didn't turn in the whole thing. Right. You just gonna keep cash on hand? Is that what y'all doing, or are y'all gonna just slowly make little drops in that bank account? I don't know, 1,000 here.
No.
1,200 there.
You cannot afford to. You just can't.
No.
Because when you do that, then you it's like registering the money when you deposit.
I was just finna say that.
Yep.
You register it, so it's better to, if you're gonna keep any of it, keep it up. You keep cash on hand. If you're gonna do any of that, and keep it moving.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you move it though? How do you move it? Because I mean, what if those bills are?
I would assume that I would open up 4 different non-for-profits. Let me shut up.
No.
Oh my God.
I'd find our buddy.
Would you spend it anywhere?
I would call Mike. I would call Mike and see if I can give me some life insurance.
There you go.
That's what I would do.
You go
See, I wasn't gonna say everything, but since Saba put it out there, $1 million policy, 8% interest. Open your trust, a couple of LLCs, 1 non-for-profit. You could pay yourself off of that.
Well, I'm just saying. You put
No, I'm saying too.
There is ways to keep that money.
You want to fund. Let me tell you.
I mean, but how would you give them the cash? I mean, you just gonna give it to a cat like, hey, I'm gonna travel to see you.
Well, not all of it. No.
I'm trying to figure out what this transaction is looking like. You got paper in your hand. I need to see
visualize this whole.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
I need to talk about
what
y'all doing
backstage.
with it.
We can talk about this backstage. I'm telling you, I know how to.
Don't talk about it backstage.
This is hypothetical.
That's because King is trying to figure this out, just in case this really happens.
What would you do? What would you do, audience members? You know,
And
you
can
find
y'all, yeah,
let's say you
$1
find 5
million.
million, you turn in 4. You turn in 4. You got $1 million on hand though. You're gonna keep $1 million cash. What you gonna do? How you gonna move that? How you gonna convert it? Like,
Man, there will be
gonna carry cash.
There will be
Is this
several accounts.
Yeah.
Several accounts that I will open up immediately.
I don't know.
Man, I'm not
I don't know.
talking about your traditional banks. I'm talking about online banks. I ain't talking about your traditional.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, are you thinking about converting that?
No.
Are we gonna digitize?
No. But it would get to its destination.
All right, so let's just start with the fundamental question. Again, audience members, if you got some ideas, call in. Let us know.
For real.
Right? So you got $1 million cash. Okay, that's a lot of denominations. All right.
Yeah.
So are you going? Let's start with the fundamental question. Are we going to keep it cash, or are we going to find a way to digitize that?
Yes, because criminal minds, inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know what's the basic move. The basic. Are we keeping it cash, or are we converting that to some zeros? We go. Because like y'all said, if we go to a bank, we're registering the money. We're saying this money exists.
So you cannot put the money in a bank, and you got to be careful when keeping all of that money on hand.
Well, maybe
and don't forget, whatever you spend, it have to be under 10 grand anyway, because over 10 grand at a time, they gotta report that.
Yep.
Message.
So what are we doing? Are we just gonna be buying things? We just gonna keep cash
God level. It's called running with the devil.
Oh,
running with the devil. Oh,
yeah.
I think I've seen the advertisement for that.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah, it's called
I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. I'm definitely gonna have to watch that. So they went down the line, killing everybody to find out where this money went to.
Well, it was mainly drugs, but then you got people who ain't doing what they supposed to do.
When is the post offices delivering money like that? Come on now.
Post office.
That's what they said.
Oh, it's talking about in that bag. Well,
in the video.
I remember.
I'm saying,
did you see the bag?
A lot of stuff through the mail. You can get a lot of stuff through the mail.
And it just
you don't understand the black market is real. The dark web is real too.
I get that, but this
Do
money
you get that?
fell off the truck. It just fell off the truck.
Yeah, it did.
The only thing.
Look,
the only thing.
Coach D, check me out. 10 million did fall off the truck.
Hey, Jessica.
10 million. Yeah, I got you.
It fell off.
Yeah, I got you.
It fell off the truck.
Yeah, 911.
But oh my God, there's $1 million here.
Yeah, you
wink, wink.
We thought it was trash, so we took it home. You took trash home. Okay.
This huge duffel bag. It just had $1 million in it. It had $1 million.
That money back.
Well, how did you come across that, man? I was on the 95. It was a little bit raining, I ran over it and I said, "Oh no, that's got to be money. Let me pull over." That's got to be money. Let me pull over.
Oh my God! Yeah, they said the city councilman or the mayor thanked them for turning the money in. Ain't nobody turned that money. They found more than $1 million. I'm sorry.
But on this story right here, it always makes me wonder how certain stories make it to the news, right? Because it'd be some corny stuff sometimes. Somebody, who knows? Somebody found an old soccer ball in their backyard. They can make the news. Where other things that are newsworthy go unsaid. But at the same time, though, sometimes they put stuff out there to try to influence people to do the right thing. So it could be one of those stories as well. So who knows, man? I mean, it's something about the story that ain't adding up. It just doesn't add up.
It's not. It's not.
So So we'll never
I made
know.
a stitch on.
I got one for you before you do that. John, what would you do with that $1 million?
I am gonna make some deposits. Personally, I'm gonna make some deposits, but it's gonna be over time. They're gonna be random numbers. Some of it's gonna be deposited, some of it's gonna be spent. It's gonna be very odd numbers too. It'll be like $1,000, $2,000, $1,025. Boom. Month later, 2023. Boom. Just slowly.
Mm-hmm. And right now, Gerald from the IRS doing like this. He's gonna over time. Huh? Okay. All right, I got him. Watch his account, fellas.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm gonna deposit, and then spend, and deposit. So I mean, it's just activity. I want the activity to look normal.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make it activity. When you're looking at a bank statement, me, I'm looking at activity. I'm not looking at numbers.
Let's see. Hold on. We have a question up there too.
Oh, and that's another one. Oh, what you doing on the business?
That's what I said. I'm opening up several LLCs.
Okay,
yeah.
deposit. Yeah, because you can make those deposits.
That's why I was saying that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me about 4
I might as well do both then.
Get
it in circulate. Yeah.
Because all we're trying to do is get to what Diamond said. That life insurance,
that'd be great.
If you gave $200,000 cash up front for a life insurance policy at 8%, that's
Yeah, so you could be paid up. Like, okay. I
see 5 years, I'm looking good.
Can I play the video? Can I play the? I think I figured out how
just
to play
on some or somebody told me. I just keep increasing the policy every year.
I don't watch it.
Okay. Don't watch it.
Man, Shoot.
Hold on, I think this is it. Let me see if I can play it.
Virginia family found $1 million in the middle of the road. Emily Shantz tells CBS affiliate WTVR she and her family were out for a Saturday afternoon drive when they hit something. They thought it was trash, so they put it in the back of the truck. When they got home and looked, there were plastic bags inside filled with cash. So what would you do in this situation? Well, this family called authorities who believe the money belongs to the Postal Service meant to go to the bank. Major Scott Mosier tells WTVR he's proud of how the family represented the county with their honesty. Katie Johnston for WJZ.com.
It figures it would be the same people falling in horror films. But just understand that the bank has this insurance, the FDIC, isn't it? What's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just saying they wouldn't have been hurt. I ain't trying to take care of no bank.
I'm sorry.
I ain't trying to take care of no.
Let me do what Coach D said.
Okay.
The first mistake is UPS, first of all, is never involved with no financial transactions for a bank.
Right.
A bank.
They said Postal Service. Didn't they say Postal Service?
It did. So we really mail in money.
Yeah, they don't do that. The USPS.
The bank?
Yeah, they don't do that. You move that stuff through. That's why you have Brinks and all these other security. You pay that because that's a look. You can't even move that. Even casinos won't move $1 million without it being secure.
Yeah.
And you don't do that.
Multiple bags for $1 million neither.
Right.
That ain't.
Because look here. Even my computer monitors did not make it from LA to North Carolina. Because people stole them. USPS stole my just computer monitors. What you think they would have done with $1 million?
That part.
Okay, I'm just saying.
That part.
I'm just saying. Something ain't
they would
right.
have been all over that.
Who was that? Kelly and Gertrude? Who did they say the culprits were? Like I say, they sound like they fall in the middle of a horror movie. And didn't want that's Jason food. So I call them Jason and Michael Myers food.
Right.
Miss Jessica, tonight's is we're just doing current events. So if you want to call in, you could talk about anything. We reserve the last Sunday of each month to just talk about what's going on in the world. I thought it would be nice to just start the show off with a little funny story. So if you want to call in and talk about whatever, please do. Please do.
Yeah, the stuff is comical. I would like to hear your thoughts on what's going on with the Congolese people. And the reason why that's not being covered. Yeah. And like she's saying, it's because it's not being covered. But there's a lot going on there. And like I say, but when you say that everything is a distraction. Everything is a distraction. So
Yes,
no matter what's, when you say what's really going on, even the stuff that they say is really going on is still just another distraction. All of it is.
All of it. It really is.
So, yeah.
When they
take your pick of your dopamine fix.
Right. When they came out and told us about the lab created meat, the big story then was the 4 billionaires lost at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Remember the jokes on those.
The world did not care. The memes behind that was.
No, y'all want to hear something else that's stupid? Okay, so one of my favorite actors, which is Matthew Perry, who played Chandler Bing on Friends.
Oh, he passed away.
He passed away. This is heartbreaking especially for those who watched Friends in the 90s, and which was a very good show. What I find is very stupid is they said he drowned in a jacuzzi.
Yes.
2 feet of water. 2 feet of water. 2 feet. 3 feet. That doesn't happen. Grown men don't drown in jacuzzis. So again, I'm just saying what's really going on. What's really going on. No, they said no signs of foul play or drugs or alcohol use or any of that, because he did used to have a drug problem, and but he in the 90s he guess he kicked that and got better, but there was no signs of none of that. But a grown man drowned in a jacuzzi. You can't even fall asleep in a jacuzzi and drown. You realize that? You will wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it takes for somebody to drown? You understand what it takes for somebody to drown? First of all, number one, it's not like people think you don't get your lungs filled up with fluid, not immediately, because your vocal cords swell up. Anytime any kind of water or fluid hits it, your vocal cords will swell up, blocking the passageway to your lungs, right? Going down through the trachea. So in order for that to happen, if your vocal cords swell up and it blocks off and you can't breathe, then what you do first is pass out. And then once that swelling up response subsides, that's when it opens up. But how long do you think you have to be passed out? I mean, well, first of all, without air, to pass out. But remember, you're in a jacuzzi. The jacuzzi. This is not like you're in the ocean to where you're 14 feet down and you don't have time to get to the top. I'm just saying things ain't adding up. Adding up.
When I read it, I thought the same thing. Like, that's suspicious.
Very
well.
It's
like Coach D said. The one thing we fail to realize, if you ever went swimming or playing in a pool and you accidentally inhale too much water, your brain automatically snaps into fight or flight. So it's like, you trying to survive at that particular point. You go into a panic rage, and your senses are all thrown off,
Mhm.
and your body like, yo, hello, hey, sir, we ain't sleep right now. Why we ain't breathing?
Mhm.
So yeah, I feel him on that. That's serious. That is
Just
Yeah.
saying
serious.
something ain't right.
Yeah,
Was Richard Roundtree, was his natural?
Oh man, yeah.
I don't even know what he
Shaq.
he passed away of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
I don't know what he passed away of. Do y'all remember what did they say? How he passed away?
I'm looking now, but I don't see it. No.
Yeah. I just got a problem because I think it's sometimes it could be insulting with the way that they present the news these days.
he had
Uh,
pancreatic cancer.
Ooh,
okay,
he
pancreas.
emotional.
So did he have it? Because I thought he had it and then he beat it. I thought they were saying he had it before. He had battled with it before, but did it come back or something?
Wow. Ooh. You would probably have to go and read up on that. But pancreatic cancer ain't no joke. It's almost like when they tell you that you have pancreatic cancer, it's a death sentence. Patrick Swayze also had pancreatic cancer. And I'm just like, and it takes you out really quick. Wow.
And remember, who was that? Suzanne Somers,
Yeah.
who played Chrissy from Three's Company. She also just passed away, but she had a previous battle with breast cancer, I believe it was. And this is what I tell people: it's important to understand this, that even if you go through an aggressive fight with cancer, with chemo and radiation and things like this, and let's just say that somehow you send that cancer into remission or you get rid of it through those procedures. The procedure is going to get you later on. I promise you. The procedure is going to get you. So I'm just saying, just, holistic ways. Just say, make sure that you, look for more of those alternative, what they call alternative fights, because they leave you more healthy.
I have a
Anyway.
friend named Marilyn who beat breast cancer, and she said it was the medicine that is what. Oh my God, the medicine is what's giving her medicine that she was taking is what's giving her the problems now. Oh my God. I just asked, was she busy, because she can better explain it. But anyway, go on. It was just a lot.
Yeah. So it's
I
kind
guess,
of one of them things.
Jessica, are you calling? Are you nervous? Are you nervous to call in? The number is posted, 832-479-9035. But she must have stepped away. Go ahead. Y'all got any other things y'all want to share? That was my big thing today, because I did a stitch on it on TikTok. I got some nice views.
Well, again, I mean, like you say, it's so much, and I'll be honest, I'm not somebody who watches the news. Every morning when I get up, the first thing when I grab my phone, and then it's like my news reports come up across my phone, and I'm just making sure it's not saying like like duck and cover because a meteor is about to hit. I'm looking for stuff like that. Russia sends a nuclear warhead and it's about to hit middle America, so brace yourselves. I'm looking for stuff like that.
I don't think Russia's going to do that. I don't. I don't think
I know.
Russia.
I don't think. I'm just saying anybody. You know. I'm just saying anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
making sure. Yeah. Just
yeah.
I
making
want to
sure.
be
Just little
I
stuff
want to
like
be
that.
silly and say by the time you read that it be bright lights outside.
Probably too late, right?
Yeah.
Way
I'm just
too
making
late,
sure. Yeah, it'd be too late. But you know,
By the time you
but if
read
I'm
it,
able to read it, I could be catching it just on time. So you just never know. Sometimes my luck is like that. It's like right on the cusp.
That'll be literally light flashing before your eyes.
no, but I would like to hear y'all opinion on the Congo, Palestine, and it was one more, but I can't remember. Go right ahead. I want to hear more about Palestine too, because from what I'm understanding, they over there getting slaughtered,
Yeah.
like pure genocide, and I hope my information is correct that the U.S. is siding with Israel.
It's just sloppy. It's
It
sloppy how
really is.
how the Israelis are doing this, you know,
Mhm.
and there's no intervention. Like, all right, let's just be very specific here. If we invade a country, if we're going to war with the country, you know, a lot of the times it is about reducing the collateral damage. We're not trying to harm civilians, right? You mean to tell me that you can't look to history or really just even in your own protocols and not say to yourself, hey, no women and children, hey, no hospitals. You got all this surveillance technology, advanced, mind you, and you mean to tell me that you can't conduct reconnaissance just like any other military organization and say, hey, this is where they're hiding out. We probably need to go there. No, you guys are going to be lazy. It's lazy. And just fire rockets.
Right.
Just
They said 6,000 of them. I heard 6,000, but I don't know how true that is. Israel fired 6,000 at the Palestinians, and
now
it is
all
very
I'm really saying here, I'm not taking a side. I am not taking a side, right? But I just find it very hypocritical because we talk about anti-Semitism in the United States heavily.
Ooh.
And yet, when you're talking about Palestinians and the treatment against Palestinians, that's also anti-Semitism. Because when you look up Semite, when you look up anti-Semitism, when you look up Semitic, that still includes them. So it's a double-edged sword. It's hypocrisy, you know. And then it's like you hear people that are for Israel, understood. I hear them say, well, hey, it's not all Israelis. It's not all. Okay, why isn't the same logic, the same principle applied to Palestinians? We know it's Hamas. We know all, like, we could do a Venn diagram on this shit. All Palestinians are not Hamas. Just like, all right, we have this president. Everybody didn't vote for him. Everybody doesn't support him. Okay,
At all.
So you know it's lazy. It's lazy on all fronts, right? And just to see the it's man, I hate to say it, use this analogy, but it's kind of like herpes. You know, it's they have a history of this. They have a history of it, but the Israelis always come out on top. They have the support.
They have the support of the U.S., which has, from what I understand, has interest in Israel because of the oils and the opium.
Yeah, and then the UN is very slow to respond to this. You know, it's like, dang, I mean, whose side are you? Are you guys like, you guys are supposed to be the referee here? You know, there's some bullying going on over here.
There it is.
Bullying.
There it is.
Well, again, they've been planning this because it's been talked about World War III and this type of war. This has been talked about for years now, and even before the circumstances came up. So I'm just saying, that's just another thing. Is, you know, the world's a stage. It's more theatrics, very serious theatrics, of course. because people could be really getting hurt, could be, yeah. So we just have to be careful what we subscribe to.
I will say the positive in all this too is seeing different groups in America coming together in support for Palestine. I think that's a beautiful thing, but also it's still a symptom of the division, like, yeah, we support, and I want to be clear here also, support, just because you support Palestine doesn't mean that you're anti-Israel. It's just you understand that, hey, when you're looking at what's going on here, just very clearly, these guys are bullying these folks. So seeing the support, Jews speaking up, I love to see it. I love to see us coming together, but it just seems so it's bittersweet that it takes a tragedy for us to come together on this. Like, this the not acknowledging the similarities and the differences ahead of time, and just keeping that, it is unfortunate, just that it takes that. And then even still, to some regard, we all still kind of feel helpless. We're watching the theater play out its plot,
watching this horrible.
Now, from what I heard, there is and I don't have my phone on me right now, but there is an app, I believe it's called 5 Stars. Basically it's an app that allows you to petition for certain causes, right, that are like current, right? So I believe there is a bill that's being passed for the U.S. to intervene and administer a ceasefire, right? And you could use this app to contact your congressman, and basically they have this script laid out for you, and you can petition for the ceasefire. So all you gotta do is read it, say your name, and boom. So if you wanted to do something about this to influence it on a political level, that's one way. But it just seems like all we can do. Oh, go ahead.
No, I didn't want to cut you off if you were still talking. I wanted to address Miss Jessica. She said Israel is still capturing and selling people that look like us into slavery, but yet we stand with them. When I speak of the United States, that's the United States corporation. That's what they're doing. When I say that their interest in Israel is because of the oil and the opium, I'm actually separating myself from them, because that's the government. I don't have anything to do with that. Now that's a problem. Capturing and selling people that look like us into slavery, that's a problem. And you also said the U.S. needs to take care of its own first. When you start to stand back and look at the bigger picture, it is very bleak over here. Meaning, hold on, because I know I got to be careful with you on here. The bigger picture showing us, if you kind of look at the
Okay,
US.
well, I'll help you, God level. I'll help you.
Thank you, because
I'll help you. As of October the 26th, nearly 40,000 United States Americans have been killed by gun violence.
There we go. Okay. Wow.
40,000. I'm talking about October 26th of 2023. Just this year.
That number is going to increase.
What?
Then the crime is going to increase.
Big time.
And it's going
like
to,
Coach D
it's
said,
not going to be
like what Coach D was expressing, and then also Miss Erin when we was in our powwow. We was talking about these mass shootings and stuff. I mean, we finna see.
Yeah.
We finna see a colorful time.
Wait! Look how many cities, how many different mass shootings we're up to since we talked about it then.
Facts.
Yeah.
Maine, it's a whole bunch of places. Yeah. It's just Friday and it's only Sunday, and look how many more mass shootings are happening simultaneously.
Yeah, that guy. What he killed 18 people? 18?
Yeah, that's just in Maine, but it's been 2 more pop up since then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But man,
it's it seems like it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And with everybody's back against the wall, with everything going up around us and making it hard, it's like you almost have to work, like old boy say, 60 hours a week, just to make it. With gas prices
Or
is getting ready to go up, but then again, like she was saying, they may drop it because they want you to spend that money for Christmas because of these holidays that's
mm,
coming up. And then after the holidays, we're going to see another spike. Um, the
Well, it always goes down at this time of year as it getting close
Okay,
to winter. It's getting close to
it
summer
goes
that
down,
it goes up.
allegedly it
and
goes down.
crime goes sky high.
Well, I'm talking about gas.
Oh yeah,
Right? I thought you was talking about gas. I was talking about
that too.
gas. It always diminishes
If
at this time.
anyone look at things from a biblical perspective, I try to stay away from that.
I leave that
Well,
alone.
I was gonna say not necessarily from a biblical perspective, because the thing about it is once you can write a script, 1,000 years ago, and
Mm,
then and go ahead and follow the script today to say some prophecies in that script is
ooh,
playing out. You could do that, and that's what's going on as far as Bible
We
goes.
just lost
People are
all
orchestrating.
subscriptions, subscribers.
he just
Now
lost
you're
those
doing
subscribers.
trying to make people do
You
common
But
sense or
No,
just
but
keep.
did he? The question is, did he lie? Absolutely not.
No,
but here's the
That's why
thing.
we're leaving the hood out of God, out of everything.
Well,
Mm,
put it like
I,
this: there is
ooh,
an
I got one.
aspect.
Oh
oh,
yeah, go ahead, coach. I'm sorry,
I
I got
do.
one for you though. But go ahead, coach.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say that there's still an aspect. There is a spiritual aspect that's going on here. There is a spiritual war that's going on here.
spiritual
It
war.
may not be the script from the Bible necessarily,
Right.
but this gonna put that in perspective. But there's still a an agenda to keep you from focusing on your divine ascension. Period. And everything that you're concerned about, you get focused on that. Longer concerned with your the evolutionary process that you came here to fulfill.
That's it.
That's the biggest scare. That's what scares the power structure more than anything,
Right.
is that
Especially
when people get enlightened and begin to expand their consciousness, they don't want you to do that.
exactly. They're trying to keep us in this little box, and we're not made to fit inside of a box, honey.
Hmm.
Sparing boundaries. I like this statement, ma'am, Miss Jessica. Can you elaborate on that? What I'm trying to see your
Not
definition
wanting
for that one.
to speak truth to power. Is that the statement that you're referring to, brother?
Yes, sir, I am. Yes.
Did he just call me a sir?
Well, no, I
He
don't mean to
sure
call you a
did.
sir. Yeah, and I apologize because I normally say yes, sir, when I get excited, but not necessarily to the individual.
I'm
Yeah,
listening very well today, as you
yeah,
can
not
see.
to the individual. Yeah,
Okay, brother.
you
Give me
funny.
some
Well,
ice cream after this.
well, but that itself is it. Not wanting to speak truth to power. Um, and well, truth itself. When we talk about truth,
Mm,
not realizing it or being ignorant of it that's what enslaves you. That's what makes you a candidate for enslavement, and then eventually you find yourself a slave. Um, and everybody should be. If everybody was more concerned about their divine evolution as we should be, and they will find offense to all this stuff that's going on and all the stuff that's actually being put in front of our faces. Like I
Right.
say, there is an increased effort of distracting you. That's why you got the wars. You got two wars. You got Russia and
Yeah.
Ukraine,
Yep.
and you got Israel and Palestine. Two.
Right.
When has that happened? And now that you don't know what countries are going to jump in, so everybody's on edge because this thing is about to blow up, right? Then you got
I'm sorry.
yeah. Then you got these mass shootings going on. and you also got issues within the community, you know. So we're overstimulated with distraction, overstimulated. We're so nervous about it. We don't want to stop and meditate because we think the world gonna blow up by the time we open our eyes up, right?
Yes.
So
Right.
I'm just saying.
For real. What did the guy say? We're living through historical events every week.
Yes.
We are, and he is not lying. Like, I'm still waiting on her to elaborate on that last one too. What'd she say?
Well, I
The
like
creation is
this.
nothing
Yeah,
without
the
the
creation without
creator.
the creator, whether anyone believes it or not.
Do you go to church, Jessica?
I, I my only thing for anybody when you start doing comparisons of religion to reality, you got to be mindful of what all have you studied, not just in the genre of your religion, but outside of your religion. Because like me and Coach D, we had a conversation. It's funny that we have like Christianity with 10,000 different denominations. Then you have the Torah.
Yeah.
Then you have Islam. Then you got the FOI. Then you got the Nation of Islam. You have all these different religion, but we talking about the same consciousness. I'm going to use the word consciousness. You know, for anybody else, you can say God, Allah, Yahweh, you know, whatever Buddha, whatever suits you. So, I mean, it's cool and all to have these discussions, but if you're not willing to have an open mind to learn a different perspective, or to look at it from the standpoint that if we're both reaching the same common goal through whatever our daily practice may be, or whatever it is that we study, things like this, like we saying, basically, it's just another distraction. Like we're not pulling each other together for a common goal. You know, we're not working together as a community, and that's half our battle right there. We can't even decide who has the right God. We can't even decide, you know, who. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying that's a touchy, very, very, man. Peace and love. That's all I say. Peace and love.
It's a touchy subject. You got to be very careful with your words.
Because you'll turn around being a debate, and you ain't even
Yeah.
supposed to be in a debate. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if you're a true follower or worshiper or whatever your religion is, it's saying you're supposed to be supposed to bear witness to what it is that you believe in order for you to be an example or a testimony for others to even want to follow. So if you're going to debate me on it, then, you know, what we really doing for real, you know? And I'm not saying you, Miss Jessica. Normally when I speak, I speak as in general. I wasn't targeting you at all. If I came off that way, my error, but that's not my intent. I don't want you to think or feel that way or receive any understanding from it in that manner. Here at God Level Podcast, things that people don't want to talk about, we like to build with the community and not destroy against the community. That's not the way we do that. This is a safe place, and I was just sharing my 2 pennies on how I view when it comes to religion. That's why I don't like to talk about it, because you can easily go left, turn into an argument, and it didn't do anything but separate us more than it did without even knowing who each other are, you know. So
that's it.
No, I don't do that one at all.
Yep. Very well said, brother.
Oh, well, I thank you for you great panelists.
Very well
for always keeping me intact.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but that's always it's a slippery slope, only because again, we're different perspectives. You know, we have different people at different places with that. Some people are still want to have scapegoats for their own behavior and for their reality, and some of us are taking full ownership of ours. So we're at different places. We're at different places, and you know, and it's part of the growth process. I know at the end of this particular cycle on this side, we all still will end up in the same place. Doesn't matter. So I
Very
just leave everybody room to grow. Leave
That's
everybody
love.
room to grow.
That's love. That's
Yeah.
love.
hmm
You know, Miss
So
Jessica, I have been asked this 2 weeks ago by a Israelite,
Mm.
and
Whoa.
um,
I would have loved to been there for that. I
it
would have
it
loved to been there for that.
the short version of the conversation came to this is what I said. Asked me what I believe in. I say I don't do the word believe, but what I do know is I am my mother's and my father's son. That I do know. And if you were to take that all the way past ancestor to, you know, the creation said that the creation created me in his image, well, in their image and in their likeness. So, you know, the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
There it is.
So I am the creation of the creator. I
That
can't
was a
think of
jewel.
anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything less. No,
You
I'm not
just
gonna
dropped the
sit
jewel.
on her. You know what? I'm done.
You just dropped the whole jewel on her. Oh my god.
I'm just showing love. That's all I'm showing. That's it. I don't want anybody.
I
We don't do that
echo.
here. You did, but we don't do that here. You know, we build. We build. Sometimes it get
build.
discomfort when you add on top of something because we so passionate about it, including myself. But
Mhm.
as much as I'm willing to listen to learn, I'm also willing to teach as well from my perspective and understanding.
hmm absolutely, iron sharpens iron, right?
Oh, big
Mm.
time.
I couldn't have.
Well, it's funny. I was reading an article. Was it yesterday or the day before? Regarding a scientist have a theory that consciousness is a product of the second law of thermodynamics, which is entropy. Makes no sense at all. So I'm just saying this to say that this is just how confused we really are about who we are. Okay, even so-called the top minds among mankind can't know the unknowable. In fact, so little to where they misplace it. Consciousness cannot be preceded by its creation. That's impossible. And why would I have to explain that to a scientist? Why would I have to? It's because they, this is the agnostic view of it, with the atheist view of it, where they're trying to say where life was a fluke. Life is kind of like something that just happens. Well, who or what ordered the universe? Everything is in a very precise mathematical order. Do you understand that? That means that there was some sort of intelligence that put that order together, because it follows a specific and a good pattern that you can actually detect and mathematically predict. You can do it. So who put that in order? So, and I'm just saying this because atheists have some views that over religious people need to adopt. But then you're almost left with nothing. You kind of left in this void. So that's only a first step to get to that point to where you're like, oh, there is no higher intelligence. Well, it's a good place to get to once you're leaving the dogma of religion. But then you got to take that, because you had a blank slate. That's all atheist is. You just had a blank slate. So now build in that. Okay, but make it make sense, because you can't make it make sense. Because you can't have something to come from nothing. I don't care how many times you add it up. Nothing plus nothing plus nothing plus nothing still gives you nothing. So how did this something get here? It really ain't that hard. Okay, it really ain't that difficult. So that's the thing. is that we have to realize, what that is, and this thing called consciousness, and then which falls right into, again, another thing they call free will, and what free will is. So many people have gotten that messed up. Somebody said that if there is truly a supreme being or God of the universe, then there can be no such thing as free will. Again, man, go sit down somewhere. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. Anyway, what do y'all think about that particular subject regarding free will,
Can I
things
just,
like that?
I'm going to just respond real quick to Jessica. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Like my brother said, it is all love. And we're sharing our thoughts. There is no right or wrong. What you choose to believe in. This is going to take me back to something Coach D said. He will fight for a person to believe in whatever they believe in, or stand. I love that. Basically, we're not saying that I'm right, you're wrong, and you're right and I'm wrong. It's all love. It is
Exactly.
all love. You believe God has been here. I believe that when I look in the mirror, I'm looking directly at him. It's still all love.
And I'm saying both of those are true.
There you go.
Big facts. Big facts.
Both of those are true.
And so I'm finna say now, if you want, I can show you the bridge on that.
My shirt
Right.
says,
I can show you the bridge on that.
level, baby. God level. I love it. I love it. The G is backwards. It represents us as a people looking back to see where we come from, so we know how to move forward.
And also to
Saying
take a look
Kofa.
back to remember who we are, who we already are.
That's it. There it is.
We always been. We never stop being.
Mhm.
We just got to
Yeah.
be awakened. That's all.
That's it. That's it. I'm a
Absolutely.
I got a question, Miss Jessica. If you still paying attention, I
Sleep, pay attention. Jessica, if you're still there.
she said we saying the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
oh, okay. I'm
That's
lost.
me.
Basically just
We
said the same.
hey, it's love. Yeah, it's
I
love.
love.
Yeah,
It's love.
yeah. We
Mhm.
building it together.
That's
Love
love. That's it. That's all it is.
That's why I said they both true. All that's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's it. If you want to lose the stigma of religion, then you have to know yourself. It's the only way to find God.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm.
Used to be a song say
Listen.
I look in the mirror and I practice looking hard. What do we change the song from? I look in the mirror so I can keep acknowledging God.
Hey, that's it. That's it.
Surprised John didn't say that's a bar.
It's gonna come up in the song one day.
It's already there. It's already there.
Yeah. It's
Theory
already
of being,
there.
man. Theory of being. Yeah, it's
But you okay? I see.
I love.
Okay.
I love.
And
I'll go ahead. I was finna go ahead.
no, you go ahead because yours is probably about to be more positive. Go ahead.
We all positive.
Okay, I'm just saying more positive. I'm still gonna be positive. But it sounds like you was gonna be more.
Fact. So the conversation with the young gentleman that was a Hebrew Israelite, and then he said, correction, Hebrew is a language, Israelite is a people. I was like, okay, that's peace, God. And I said that, and he froze for a second.
Mm.
And he was like, why you say that? I said, well, would you rather say peace nigga or peace bitch? Because we use those two words as terms of endearment when we acknowledge each other. So I say I use the word God because I'm acknowledging the God in you. So that's what I'm trying to talk to. So he paused again, But I'm glad this statement you just made says seek him just like he says, right? So the seek him, I think is the phrase go, or the scripture go. I'm not too sure which one it is. Miss Jessica, if you can help me out. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, right? And I think Coach D and Skywalker, remember I spoke on this when you're saying seek ye first the kingdom of God. Well, if you look over that, just that phrase alone, you're talking about yourself.
How else are you gonna go to the one that says the kingdom of God is within?
There it is.
It is. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about self. Yeah, you're talking about
there
self.
It is.
So when you seek it, so
it ain't. You just looking for you. Yeah, you know.
You're looking for you. Not know him.
And everything else.
But again, that's what she is.
First, the kingdom of God.
But I still love it though, because you know we're gonna end up at the same place. We're gonna end up at the same place, and I still will hold hands with you and fight the good fight to even spread what it is that you have an understanding for as well as mine. I'm not here to denote it, to beat it up, or to change it, or nothing like that.
Kumbaya.
Oh yeah, big time, big time. Because I still wouldn't want none of this to separate us. You know, just like with everything that's going over there with Israel, we have those same particular things going on over here, respectfully. You know, and you can't leave the home front to continue to fight another person's battle or other people's battle if you ain't really willing to fight for your own home front. That's just like if I spend most of my time not just at work, but if I'm working 2 to 3 different jobs, who's available to protect my home front if I'm never there? You know, so you know, I mean, it's just things like that I look at. But overall, I'm here for the community, but my community starts with home first.
Right. There it is. And I think that's something for all of us right there. Starts at home.
Oh, no doubt. But anyway, I just want to encourage everybody that it's okay wherever you are. It's okay. You're good. Trust me, you're good.
Right.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You're good. You know, you all get there. You can't, you know, you can't, you know, just because somebody's just starting school or somebody, no matter what part, whether it's elementary school, whether it's high school or middle school, the thing about it is that congratulate them and know that they're on their way. Know that they're on their way. We all are coming forth daily. Day by day, we're coming forth. And we will all see ourselves as Gedaru Ma'ah, masters of self.
There it is.
Okay? Masters of self.
John, you got a album called Self Mastery, don't you?
That song, yep. Yes, he does. John, where you at?
That edible and kicked in. Oh, he was froze.
He froze.
He froze.
He froze.
Okay. I thought the edible kicked in.
You silly.
Put that man's business out there like that.
No, look, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying. I'm just talking.
You being funny.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
But speaking on edibles, what do you feel about psychedelic drugs?
You know, this is what I feel about them. Having experienced them, because I can say I have. I can't remember how many years ago it was. It was a couple of years ago. I experienced ayahuasca. And a year before that, I experienced mushrooms. I did a small, less than ceremonial dose because I had never done anything else, right? So, but really, the mushrooms was to give me an experience before the ayahuasca, and so it was, again, neither took me, because I meditate a lot and I always get to that state. Wherever they took me, I get there through meditation. So knowing that this is what they do, but many people have different experiences. When I did ayahuasca, I was with a group of people, and we did again. It's a different feeling than mushrooms, but it did again just took me to a deeper place where I've already gone before in meditation. Many other people were hallucinating, they were crying. There's some purging, getting up, throwing up or doing the other thing, number two, whatever. So people have different experiences. And me, I would just chill, and so the next day that same group got up and they did another psychedelic called Bufo, which is a frog venom. I didn't do that because I felt like there's no need for me to do it, because I just needed to see if these things did anything more for me than my meditation did, and they did not. I think and also when I had my studio there in Long Beach, I would hold. In fact, the therapist that was there, she was a shaman, and she would hold space for people doing these psychedelics, right? And she would hold space, and it would take hours and stuff like that. I was there with her a couple of times holding space, and just noticing what they're doing. But the thing about it is that I think it kind of shows you what your potential could be. It takes you within. If you're having problems going within yourself, then there are aids for that. But if you can get there through meditation, I would say that's better. But you should never. I don't understand why people keep returning to the drugs. Why they keep returning to those psychedelic, at what we call plant medicines. They don't call them drugs, but plant medicines. I never understand why they keep returning, because there's no need to return to them. If you got your answer, if they do that, then they're using them as scapegoats.
Mm.
So yeah, but that's just, again, it's just my opinion. I don't understand why they do that. Yeah, but that's just me. Wow, you ever done something like that before, King?
For me, I try to inhale, and I got virgin lungs. It just ain't working.
It just ain't working.
It ain't working.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, how y'all do it. I even had somebody, oh man, you hitting it wrong. That's fine. I'm cool. I was like, as soon as I inhale, I'm crying. I'm good. Y'all can have that. Right on. Good looking out. I've had a lemon drop, which was a gummy, and
Really?
I don't even know if it's called a trip or not. It just made me focus even harder on whatever I was thinking about.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Just and I tried to find, well, does this add to me or take away? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I think.
Man, why they call this a bottle cap? You ever thought about that?
mhm.
No, I'm just thinking. I don't know if this. But
It wasn't a bottle cap, but let's use that. And I would be like, so does this have anything to do with me, or it don't have nothing to do with me?
well, it all depends on what you were asking about.
Oh my God.
That's true too. But in the case of the bottle cap, I was, it don't even have nothing to do with me. I don't even know what a bottle is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
If you had your own child in your hand and going, then does this have anything to do with me or not?
There you go. You know what I mean? Look like my.
Now we know you was that was a trip.
Yeah, but it's all peace though.
It's all peace.
Facts. More importantly,
Ooh.
I hope anybody that's watching this or listening to this, that you understand that things that people don't want to talk about, topics, I mean, like whatever's on your mind. Mainly, we hope it's a place that you come to not only vent, but pick up something along the way
Yeah,
as you vent, but then know that you have a safe place to vent in.
absolutely.
Man, I want to step my mic game up. I got distracted.
What you mean your mic game? Your mic is good.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm saying though,
very
from
much.
John Mike and
Mine just
these
looks
two-
good.
yeah,
It just
I hear-
looks.
John.
That's
No matter what, every time
really
when you
good.
adjust that mic and you bring it forward or slide it back, I'm like, oh
It
yeah, he finna spit some bars.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you got it. That's a good mic.
it really is.
John, I be thinking you finna grab your bill and your hat, be like, all right,
Turn around.
He's already in the studio.
man.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah, that part, yeah.
like this.
16 real quick.
Oh.
My
Drop
God.
these 52 bars. I'm gonna show Game what he missing.
All right. Well, what we at? An hour and 16? That's it.
Mhm.
Okay. This was current events. I like it. Current events. Current events is easy. It's you're relaxed. It just flows. You just go where the conversation takes you. Literally, we did not think that we were going to get on here and have my brother drop as many jewels as he
No.
did.
No.
But you did.
I pass love. I don't want no. No, we had Miss Jessica come on here and she dropped a lot of jewels. She was sharing
Where is
information.
Miss Jessica?
For real.
She said she's
Is
a
she done?
listener tonight. She said
Okay.
she's a listener tonight.
Well, thank you for chiming in.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Jessica. We really
Yeah.
do.
No, for real, for real.
That was
Seriously.
yeah.
That's love. And please, like God level said, don't forget to share this.
Like,
And, you know,
subscribe and share.
yeah, like, subscribe, share. Oh, and then also we have a Facebook page.
Yes, things
Yeah,
that
we
people
got a
don't want to talk about. Put on there whatever topics you want us to tackle. I know the holidays is coming up, so we're going to be tackling why do we celebrate the holidays.
Mm.
That's going to be a good one, especially since Thanksgiving is next month. Shoot, we got Halloween next week, Thanksgiving next month, and Christmas right after that. I'm so happy I don't celebrate Christmas no more.
Well, when I get done dropping those that symbolism
it's
in there,
stressful. It's
you,
stressful.
well, what I'm saying is you might want to fire that magic back up by the time when I get done dropping the symbolism, so you'll know what to do and what not to do.
Okay, well then I'll all right.
So listen, all our listeners out there, I'm going to be dropping the symbolism, and now mind you, I don't celebrate Christmas, but understand the symbolism. Everything is a symbol that you bring into your house on that holiday. We'll talk about those symbols. We'll talk about that. So, man, y'all stay tuned. Y'all want to be here for that.
The good and the bad.
All of
We're
it.
gonna do,
Yeah, the good and the bad.
Are we tackling Thanksgiving first?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, and what Thanksgiving truly stands for, because you've been hoodwinked yet again.
Oh, like man,
The
like
good
back
and the
to
bad.
school,
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
you've been
was
hoodwinked.
pilgrims sitting down with the Indians, and then turn around, you hear about the pilgrims killing the Indians.
All they did was
Whole
change the
setup.
name.
Set up.
All they did was change the name, but
What name they changed?
they changed it to Thanksgiving, and they assigned it. Let me tell you something. They switched a lot of things around, but things have been going on for thousands of years. Thanksgiving ain't thousands of years old.
No.
Okay, so Yeah, so we'll talk about that. I ain't giving it to y'all now. Y'all gotta join
Okay.
us. Y'all gotta
Oh,
join us if you want to hear that.
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward
we
to that.
definitely need to talk about Valentine's Day and how it got commercialized,
Ooh.
and Mother's Day, how it got commercialized.
Father's Day.
Man,
Every
that just
every
In the
time I
house.
turn around,
it
it's
threw
a
Father's Day
day.
out there because there was a lot of people that came home from the war. It was like, wait a minute, I'm fighting for my country.
In the
And you
house,
just
St.
don't.
Patrick's Day has nothing to do with the Irish. What? It's nothing to do with the Irish.
Oh, we don't.
It ain't got nothing
Yeah,
to do with
holiday.
the gold. It ain't got nothing
Mm,
to do with the alligator. Let me be quiet, man. Leave y'all alone.
All right.
okay, that's what's up, and we're gonna start the year off on a financial note.
Credit. Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Credit. Credit.
we're gonna start the year off, and we're gonna end the note. We're gonna end this year on these holidays, and of course, the last Sunday of each month is current events. Y'all know Christmas falls on it's Christmas Eve.
Man, I would like to talk about life insurance again. I feel like we need to talk about that. Like
That's
say 5 minutes, 10 minutes on every
I can get a
episode to
link.
talk about life insurance.
Well, I
Okay.
did mention if I came across $1 million that I would be calling Mike.
You
You
did.
did.
Yes.
You
Yeah, for
did.
some life insurance. That's the first thing I'll be doing. Get that wrapped up.
Fast. There go
Let's see if
500,000,
he's
Mike, right now.
available for next Sunday.
Yeah, that'll be beautiful.
Okay. Have him once a month. Yeah. I just be texting this man out the blue. Yo, you available next week?
He loves it.
Yo, you available? He's like, yes, I'm available. When you want me to come on? Right now. He will. Oh my God. What you got for us tonight, John?
Well, since we're in Scorpio season, I haven't done any of my zodiac ones in a good while. I need to get back to those. I'd be so focused on what we're doing here, I forget about.
You forgot about Aquarius.
I forgot a lot of them. I don't
Yeah,
have
you did.
Aquarius. I don't have Virgo, Libra.
Yeah.
I did the water and the earth though, because I like.
You got Cancer?
I got
He's a
Cancer.
Cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am
I got
surrounded by
1-5.
all water.
So, Scorpio, right? Scorpio was like, I'm the mayor of Intense City. Get it? Where passivity is criminal, I'm Scorpio, the critical, analytical, scientific, independent. Knowledge is power, and I'm power hungry. Hate to admit it, but it's no secret. I know secrets. If I share mine and you don't keep them, you will see no cheesing and no meat in between us, like I was so vegan. Keeping my distance like odometers with every move you're making being monitored. It's a fact. Betrayal is the kind of poetry to make me snap and cut you off because I have trust issues. I believe the only one to truly trust is you and God. Of all the zodiacs, I'm the hardest to love because I tend to have the darkest personality, but I don't need your sympathy. I see the moral universe differently. The villainy, the trickery, the destructive energy that lives in me is cold-blooded as Sub-Zero. A scorpion is how I appear, though, meaning I'm my own worst enemy. Half Plutonian, half Martian. There's no half stepping or half marching on my spiritual path to enlightenment. My mental presence is a psychic gift. Your mind can get read like a ruby by this water sign. It's a given that I'm moody, whether goofy, irritated, ecstatic, or depressive, apprehensive. I don't take the back seat. Well, unless I'm sexing. And on the topic, you know who the best is, but please take discretion. A true Scorpio doesn't kiss and tell. You can tell by the kiss if your lips listen well. And I mean what I say. And I mean what I said. I'm a human in the streets, but a beast in the bed. The freaking me is the frequency. Don't freak out, but I need sex frequently. Yeah. Sex drive like a semi truck with a full tank of lust. And as much as I love to deliver this wood, I really like being understood. Simple-minded folks paint us as the menace because we don't go with the flow. No, the flow goes with us. Ambitious and aggressive. Scorpio, cut my name to an apostrophe S because I'm possessive. I hold a grudge quicker than I hold a conversation, but I won't hold my tongue from a confrontation. Argumentative when necessary, communicating with the facts like old school secretaries. Being right is an obsession. I have low tolerance for guessing. I'll give you a proper education if nobody ever taught you not to question my dedication. You see, I don't have to guess. I'll say joyfully. My favorite drink is that loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. If you love it, then you got to show me. Because my small circle of friends already know I don't mind being lonely. I need more space than I need homies, and much more if they're phonies that want to know me because there's no need. And I'm determined that they don't see. So determined that sometimes I forget what no means. Misperceived as so mean as me, the world famous enigma. Jealous and suspicious with a mystical charisma. And I would tell you more. But I'm a closed book in a vault. So what you thought, Scorpio? Yeah.
Love it. Mayor of Intensity.
Mayor. Yeah.
Intensity. Yeah.
Oh my God. This was things that people don't want to talk about.
John, did you mean for home me to be a double entendre?
I don't think so. No.
Because I was like, that was dope. That was dope. If you did how you slid that in there from home me to the home me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. See, a lot of people don't understand. It's two different versions that walk around. You see, let me mute my mic, man.
Mute your damn mic.
That's funny.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was good. I'm still waiting on Aquarius though. My birthday is coming up. Deepness. Melissa M. Johnson says deepness.
Appreciate.
Thank you. Where are you at, Melissa? Where are you at? Is she on our live? Oh, and Dallas. Oh wow, thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and bring everybody over to the page. Oh wow, what's up, Dallas? And that was Dre that spoke earlier when he said what's good, folks. Yeah,
hometown Dallas.
Right.
So look, why we don't get some of the names from some of the people?
I don't know.
It's just like Facebook users, like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I don't know. It's just weird.
Oh Lord, my whole government name. My apologies. I'm gonna call you Eminem.
What?
What? I just be giving out nicknames. Thank you, Eminem. Milk chocolate. She chocolate. Milk chocolate.
No, I'm saying I'm laughing at the old Lord.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord. Oh Lord. My whole government name.
Yeah, it did.
Y'all don't want to know my first name. People don't know my first name.
I know. I found out the hard way. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out the hard way.
I won't even respond to it.
Why would you?
Mm-mm. People will try it though, and I give them the look. If looks could kill, they be cut down. But anyway, all right. Well, thank
Peace,
you
love,
all.
and light, y'all.
Yeah, thank you all for coming in on this week's live. Tonight was just current events. Next week, we're going to tackle why we celebrate these holidays. We're not going to be able to discuss all of them in one podcast. So, of course, to expect a part 2, we're going to tackle Thanksgiving. Until then, bless up, and we will see you all back here next week. John, you got me?
Square
Yeah,
for
yeah.
life.
Peace.
Peace.